Jump Festa 2025 has come and gone, and I want recap thoughts time. Make sure you guys smash the grab button and subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. Now, I'm sure most of you kind of got the memo the other day when we got the Yu-Gi-Oh! Chronicles posters. I'm sure most of you saw how excited I was. All right, and I still cannot contain how excited I am for this. Now, we didn't get much else in the way of what we did last year because, you know, we had that whole animation trailer. They really went above and beyond. And this year felt a little bit underwhelming, actually. Don't get me wrong. All right, the Jump Festa, the details for the animation, I'm so happy. I have wanted... I pushed this game because I love this game. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! With all of my heart. Maybe not in the way that some other people might, or there might be different opinions and things like that, but genuinely, I love this game. That's why some days I'm a little bit harsh on it, but that's okay. You know, you got to be harsh on the things that you really love. So, anime details was great. We also have the GX remaster. I did not get the chance to talk about this yet. There seems to be a miscommunication somewhere along with this one, that people seem to think that this is like a, you know, they're going to redo the whole anime. No, it's a remaster. They're going to up a couple of frames. You know, things are going to look a little bit better in a couple of places. It's going to be a patch job. Things are going to look great. It's just that. This might signal a duels pack in the future. I don't think a lot of people have had the chance to kind of think about that for GX. Because, you know, we'll wait and see on if that thought and theory comes correct out here. But the remaster for the 20th for GX, they did do that whole Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Yu-Gi Duels pack a very long time ago with Silent Swordsman. And that, so I am kind of thinking that we are going to have a Duels pack GX out here in the near future. Be patient on that. I kind of am thinking that's what's going to happen, because you got to remember, didn't we finish all the elements for the Duels pack? So we're kind of effectively done with that. So the next set being like a GX set, even though, you know, Arcana Force was dumped in a set. So I don't know. I think that might actually be something coming down the pipeline. The Tactical Tri-3 deck stuff. Okay, so for those of you that paid attention to the Evil Twin, the Cyber Dragon, and the Eld Lich, I'm not a Cyber Dragon duelist. I think that the support was really freaking awesome. They did a good job with that. It's just that my vested interest is going to be in this Evil Twin and in this Eld Lich support. I've already saw like a Delta hold on, what was this Delta Temptation line out here? The Delta Temptation line's actually kind of nuts. I actually did not realize how incredibly stupid that you could do. So it's so activate Delta Temptation, send Eld Lich, and then you summon back the Eld Lich, summon a token off of the Delta Temptation, make Link Spider, make the Eld Lich Fusion, and then you make Rabbit, set Conquistador, and then you literally get your Golden Lord off of, or you get the Mad Golden Lord off of the other fusion. Like, that's all off of the Delta of Temptation activation. That's kind of good, actually. I knew Delta of Temptation was a very good card, but making the new fusion, basically being able to be a contact tribute to make it and then have it float, was actually a really good flavor of being able to wrap it up, because now we actually have an actual way to make the Golden Matter Lord actually, you know, be viable. That support, I don't think that the Eld Lich support's going to break the deck, because, you know, skill drain is limited to 1. We need multiple skill drain. The deck is a floodgate deck. It doesn't matter how you try to spin it. All right, your best opportunity is going to be roll as many floodgates as you can and go. The Live Twin stuff, on the other hand, I've been wanting to theory craft with the twins since I've read the stuff this morning. The negate is good. The link one, I think, is where the real value is. Konami actually giving them a mini built-in maxi. The fact that they actually made a card like that on a Link 1 is one of the most unique things we've ever seen. Because it proves that Konami is willing to make effects like that particular one. to kind of balance out things. And I don't really like the design space that's kind of promoting itself to. I really do not like that. Because you're telling me Konami can make other particular card effects like this and say, for the rest of this turn, if your opponent responds to your stuff, draw a card? What in the world are we doing here? That's dangerous, for sure. And I don't know if people have thought about that yet. You know, a lot of this stuff does tend to come out in future card design. Alright, so I would not be surprised to see them redoing that. But the Tactical Tri-3 stuff was very, very solid. The Ancient Fairy Dragon is going to be a problem. I've already seen, what is it? A Blue Eyes White Dragon plus a Spirit Dragon in his game. Because you can have the Spirit Dragon, you have the Blue Eyes attack for 3k, you have the Spirit Dragon attack for 2k, and then you can have the freaking Spirit Dragon tribute itself, summon the Ancient Fairy Dragon fusion, and guess what? The Ancient Fairy Dragon fusion can attack from defensive mode for 3,300. It ended up being Blue Eyes support all along. And that's freaking hilarious, actually. I don't think people have... I watched that that Twitter post talking about that from Japan. If you guys ever wonder like where I see a lot of this stuff, just Japanese Twitter. You just follow Japanese players for Japanese deck lists, follow some of the stores. Pay attention to those things. They'll post combo tutorials in Japanese. They'll go like the little walkthroughs and things like that. So... yeah, evidently the Ancient Fairy Dragon is just an OTK enabler. That's freaking fantastic. That was not on my bingo sheet of things to see. And also the big level 12 guy. Really not much thoughts to really think about with that thing. I think he's a cool card in terms of design. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing how they're going to explore that a little bit more. Basically, 5k, 5k on targetable boss monster if your opponent's activated grass, get a free special summon of anything is kind of ridiculous in and itself. So, there's that. Outside of that, you've got to remember, there's a lot more to Alliance Insight right now than you think. You've got to remember, we have more V-Jump coming in the first of the year. Out here. News will resume, and then you're going to have all those card of the days. You got to remember, the final card of the day is usually the most important stuff. We have not gotten our support for Ryzel, Ryuji, or Malice yet. All right, and then don't even... there's also the other possibility of there's other stuff in here. This was just a Tactical Tri-3 stuff and a retrain on AFD. Like, that was it. All right? Alliance Insight is turning out to be one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh sets that I have seen in ages. And it's just strictly because of all this support that they're dumping into this. Like, they're doing a gosh darn fantastic job with this set. And I'm really, really excited for this. Like, they're hitting those selling points with the casual players. And that's really good, Konami. You're doing fantastic. The other thing was, out of this Jump Fest, I don't think we got any info for the Yu-Gi-Oh! 9's anime. I don't know if they're going to hold that back as a secret or something. I didn't really like that thought. And that seems to be an interesting thing being discussed right now. That we're gonna see that come later. They did mention that the anime is reaching its climax. You know, we have the ritual summoning stuff coming from the extra deck, by the way. That's a freaking amazing idea. I love that. I want to see where they're going to go with that. I'm looking forward to that in general. I don't watch the anime all the time. I just like looking at the design space that they're trying for Yu-Gi-Oh! And it really is pretty impressive with how much is left. No major anime news except for the Chronicles. Voice acting supposed to be announced soonish with that, so I'm kind of curious about that myself. No real sign of nines. And I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with the current state of Yu-Gi-Oh! Beyond Alliance Insight. There are a lot of questions that didn't get answered right now. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I believe time will obviously answer these. But for now, yeah, it was actually a pretty good day. I'm satisfied. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Well, that's all for me. You guys have a good rest of your day. patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.